Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Chit Chat. So, yeah, I was starting to sweep around because it's time, it's time to sweep and mop. And as I was doing so, I was thinking about something. So, I picked up the whatever I swept, I put it out there, and I sat down for a minute, and I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of the next things or the next moves to make on that other channel, because the focus of that channel was to show the deception, of what happened to me. And as I was doing my research, I just kept finding more stuff and more stuff. And it just helped me to, make little shorts or videos or talk about stuff. And then I got a lot of those trolleys, which I like them, right? Because it actually shows me like who's involved with the corruption or who has been manipulated into believing that things over here are fair and okay, right? But it's only because the leaders here are stealing in a sneaky, it's like skimming off the top, right? Skimming off the top is what it is. They're charging a lot of money for the water, and somehow they're able to skim that extra money off the top, right? And do whatever they want with it. Play with it, play in your face with it, whatever, right? And this town can be thriving. Like, they have that little town square. They have a lot of empty buildings right there. Yeah. They can have like cute little shops around, but they seem to like be failing or not be functioning, or this could be a thriving town. But the leaders here keep everybody down. I see everything. And what's weird is, like, how can the people who live here not see this? Like, I don't understand. It was like I caught on like that. And these people have been living this their whole lives here. Like, wow. So then I started doing research about the small towns and about the what do you call it? Gang stalking. And then I realized, oh. And then I was thinking more about other things. And then what came to mind was like money laundering. And I was like, so I looked that up. And I was like, oh. And in this town, they make their own little rules, right? The reason why I recognize this is because it's kind of like the way my dad ran his business. Very bad. Very bad. He had his foot on everyone's neck. That's how it is here, except on a little larger degree. It's a town. So the town leaders is what it is. They got their foot on everyone's neck because they're all connected somehow to this person. And if they do anything against this person, I'm just speculating, but it might be that that's why they have to choose the way they choose. Which means that they really don't have a choice. That's why a lot of the children who leave and go off to college and things, they don't come back because they figure it out in the real world. There's a lot of people who have been stranded here, not able to even go out and see the real world and learn about things that they have even no idea what's going on out there. And they're just doing everything, everyone in the little spaces that's right here, what they say. Because they think that these leaders know everything. They do not, you guys. They do not. What they know how to do is steal, be corrupt. That's what they know how to do. Yeah. But when it comes to being out there, if they've been here their whole life, even those people don't know what the real world's like. They do not. But they're going to act like they do and that they're the best and they're this, that, and the other just because they have a little bit more money. But money means nothing. The most expensive thing that you could have in your life is knowledge. And they don't have it here. It's so weird. I choose knowledge over money any day. Because if I lose everything, I will just start again. Because I have the knowledge to do so. And that's just it. So, it's so sad. Yeah. I'm trying to put out little messages and little hints to these people in hopes to something that I say triggers them, like, oh my gosh, like they wake up and see the truth, you know. And unfortunately, some of the shit I put up and some of the things I say on there, it's rude, it's crude, it's like, you know, I'm being a fucking bitch, but that's why I'm here. Why else would I be here? I'm not here to be a little quiet, nice. I mean, I am, you know, because I just, you know, if I meet somebody, I try to keep it cool and be nice and respectful. But, you know, if someone makes me mad, I'm going to fucking let them have it, you know. So why is a person like that here? Somebody that for sure you cannot bribe, you cannot tell me to anything when I see shit happening. No. I'm going to let everyone know. You know what I mean? That's how they do in the little towns. They stereotype. They don't know who's coming. They don't know who. You should never, ever stereotype. I never do. Not until I at least get to talk for a couple minutes to somebody. You know, I'll see if they're how they are. But it's already come to the point to where, yeah, no. Even if they're nice, they still got something going on upstairs because they're still choosing the criminal people. Yeah, I can't be around those people. I cannot associate myself with those people, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I cannot do. No can do. No whoa, no can do. You know, Hall & Oates. I can't go for that. So, you know, and like I said before, like if you live in a big city and everything, like, you're not going to know always your neighbor who's above you, below you, beside you. Like, nobody freaking cares what everybody else is doing. You can walk out wearing whatever you want. No one cares. No one's going to judge you because everybody's different and respects each other. And you have more, like I said before, you have more privacy in like a big building, apartment building with a whole bunch of people there than you do in a small town. Because everybody's so bored and got to be on top of everybody's business. See what everybody else is doing. I'm not a fucking sheep, all right? I'm not a fucking sheep. I got my own mind. And I've always been that person to be known to not be a sheep. And not be afraid to speak up for myself. I have boundaries. And that's just it, and that's just all. I've been through too much shit in my life to let these putrid motherfuckers try to run my life for me. Fuck them. Fuck these motherfuckers. And I'm not going to apologize for my language because God brought me to a place like this to use that language. God knows me. Because sometimes you have to send certain people somewhere and You gotta talk like that to wake them the fuck up. But a lot of people won't see that. They're still gonna be like, ooh, fucking retards. A lot of the people here are already been manipulated beyond belief. And that's just it. So I treat my place like as if I lived in an apartment. I don't care what my neighbors are doing, what you're doing. I don't care to say hello or wave. I got my own shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I got my own shit going on. So keep whatever you got going on with yourselves over there. I'm good. I don't want to associate myself with people who support, protecting pedos and fucking criminals, sexual No, I do not associate myself with them kind of people. And if you do, please, just stay away. Seriously. Anyways, that's all I have. I was just thinking. And that was Chit Chat, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.